Hey guys. Okay, so I wanted to share something beautiful that happened today with you all, and I feel like it could be very helpful for you to try this, okay, if you haven't already. So I wanted to do something, what is the right word? Symbolic for my feelings for the people of Iran, because I have so many friends that live here in the United States but that are from there, and they are just such a beautiful, wonderful people. And I just wanted to do like a prayer and a deep meditation for the people. Okay. And so y'all know that I go out in the garden and I dance. I've said this before on a few videos. I dance in my garden with my guides and channel messages from spirit. Oftentimes, many different aspects of the goddess will come through. It's different every time, okay? But this time I was dancing for Iran, okay? And because I have been belly dancing off and on for many, many years, in different forms of belly dancing, by the way. Some techniques that are from India, some techniques that are Arabic, some techniques that are Greek, even Native America. Many ancient civilizations have their form of belly dance, okay? And there's so much history in belly dance, by the way, so much spiritual meaning, especially regarding embodying wisdom, okay? So I just wanted to share with you a little bit of what came through, okay? And then I did pull some cards for this, and a beautiful message came through. So, and as I'm saying all of this, if you want to try this, okay, I have some suggestions, okay, because I did pull some very interesting cards, and Spirit is saying something very interesting, okay? So, first of all, you can find so many great belly dance playlists on YouTube and Spotify, okay? And just do like a mixture, okay? Because every form of belly dance and every genre of music has its own rhythm, its own underlying emotional current, right? Its own underlying current. And will help you express through the body the range of emotions you're feeling right now, okay? Because we're here to transmute this, okay? And I feel something very good coming from this. So I want to say that because I know a lot of people are very fearful right now, but that is not what came through, okay? It was really transcendent, you guys, and it always is, like when I'm in a deep state of channeling, but this was so amazing. And I want to tell you that I could feel my guides and also my both my father, like my father here, who has crossed over many years ago, and my spiritual father, okay, also smiling upon me as I did this dance, okay? And so there was this masculine and feminine support coming through as I channeled the goddess for the people. I can't explain that other than just say I felt mother, father support spiritually. And this sort of smiling from my guides and those that protect me and that have watched me grow through this process. And so I really love that because I do feel both energies are important. And I felt my father like kind of watching me saying, I knew you would become this. I knew that you would grow to this place of freedom, of empowerment, and of liberation, okay? And this is the message, okay? So let me get to the message. It felt like a dance for all people. It came through like every genre, every people, every land, every child, man, woman, and child. It was like a dance for the liberation of humanity, okay? So it was like when it literally felt like I could hear the goddess saying, You chose, Miranda, you chose to come into this realm, a woman, knowing that being a woman would be so hard, right? But that you would come through it. You would conquer any obstacle in your way, and you would rise from this, like the pure flame of God, the pure light of God. And what she expanded on was that anybody who came into this life, okay, or many other lifetimes, by the way, in the female form or with a more feminine energy. So you could be a man with a more feminine energy, or you could just be very much a unique soul living a very different life, okay? Expressing yourself through art, expressing yourself through costume and makeup, and just think of anybody who's kind of just different from the norm, okay, which carries a very much of a dragon energy, swimming upstream, okay, like the koi fish. She was just passionately coming through Mother Gaia and all the feminine goddess collective, okay, the Sophia wisdom, just saying, yeah, you came here to be a radical, different being. And all who came and chose to show up differently, okay, to break the norms, to break down these walls, to change perspectives in people, to reflect back something they've never seen before, okay, these souls, okay, and if you're stumbling across this video, you're one of them, okay, we came here to be so radically inflamed. It's not the right word, but that's what's coming. And passionate about our story, our truth, our individual thread, okay? But it was to build the tapestry. It was for the collective threads to come through and weave something more authentic. And that's literally how she showed it to me. So as I was dancing with her, so light language is just coming through right now. As I was dancing with her, so much light was being sent out to the whole world, okay, through these, just song after song after song. And I could just feel like India, I could feel Greece, I could feel Iran, I could feel Arabia, I could feel Polynesia, I could feel like every people, Native America, every people. It was like a dance for the every. And it was so beautiful. And yeah, just liberating, okay? And it felt like, I'm seeing in a flash in my mind, like Joan of Arc. It felt like people in our more recent history even who have, really showed under difficult circumstances that they choose to be sovereign. That we all choose to be sovereign, to recognize the divine within us, okay? And allow space for ourselves to express ourselves, to take up space in the room, to have an opinion, okay? Whatever that looks like. And to collaborate with each other with respect and love so that we can come to eventually this beautiful tapestry, okay? And I don't know, something about it was just so beautiful and empowering. And I just want to share that with you, that no matter what emotions you're feeling today, whatever you're feeling, okay, try this out. If you have the privacy of like a backyard or a space, or even in your room, if you have a little private room to yourself, put on some music. It does not have to be belly dance, but belly dance is super energetic, okay? So it moves the entire body, and that opens the portals of the body, okay? So that helps you to clear out so that you don't get like energetically blocked through any of these rise and falls of stressful situations that are destined to occur as we go through this process of the fire horse, okay? It's going to keep you from getting blocked is my point. My puppy is playing with her toys, so hold on one second. And anyway, so dance and movement is what helps you clear those emotions. But I feel like you'll also get some very powerful channeled messages from your guides, okay? And Artemis came to me 3 times this week in multiple messages, really defending the feminine, really standing up for the feminine, okay? And that is for all people. 10:10 as I'm saying this. The feminine is for all people. Remember, and she said this today when I was channeling her, as the female and the feminine energy within all beings is witnessed, respected, calibrated, and just radically set free, okay? All will benefit, including the men, okay? And what I'm seeing is like, even think of like little baby ways where, like my husband, I'm going to talk about him for a second. So if I don't slow down and like show him how to slow down and do something fun, he's always in work mode. He's been working since he was 12 years old. Like he's just that kind of guy, right? So when he watches me do something creative, or when I'm in the backyard channeling or dancing with my guides, I include him. I'm like, come on, you want to come out here? I got some music on, or I'll turn Greek music on for him because, of course, he loves Greek music. So it liberates him to realize that he can express himself differently, that he can also move his body, that he can also connect with God in different ways, okay? So it's a small example, but it's an example of how when the feminine energy is set wildly free, whether it's by her own self or a collective, okay, everyone benefits. Children, men, the whole society, okay? And one of the reasons is because life comes through us, okay? So because life comes through us, we a true mother, okay, would have compassion for all people, would see them all as children, even the elderly, okay? Because we have carried life in our wombs, and so we respect and value and appreciate life. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen with men. It's just a different process. When you grow it from your own body, you begin to see all people as children, okay? And loving and nurturing them where they are at to the best of our abilities, right? So you really begin to see life through God's eyes because of creating it from your own body. Okay, so this is not a knock to the masculine. This is just a feminine perspective as a mother, what we experience through our body and how it opens us up to mother all. Okay, all right. So I do want to show you the cards that came through, and then I want to tell you something. Okay, so I wanted some numbers for you guys. So this is what came up first: 3003, inspiration. 1031, passion. I got to tell you something about that. 999, release. Okay. And I'm hearing, because you see the eye, okay? I'm hearing, let those who have eyes to see, see. You know, like in the Bible where that scripture says, let him who has ears listen, ears to listen. What Christ was talking about is not everyone actually hears. Not everyone actually sees. Because they are not hearing or seeing or feeling through the portals of the body. They're still in the programming, okay? But as you move the body and connect and channel your inner self, you will begin to see and feel and breathe with the all, the every, and the one, okay? So, as I was dancing, this is what's coming up next, okay? I really felt her say, and so I want to say this to you all. And some who are familiar with belly dancing will know this already, but if you're not, she, the goddess, said, I do not dance for the men to look upon me. I do not dance for them to think I am beautiful. I do not dance to entice anyone. She does not dance for anyone but herself. And she said this in such a strong and fiery way. Like the dance, the belly dance is, often misinterpreted as a sexual dance. And it does have a sensual movement to it, right? But it is not. It is a dance for the portals of the body and gentle flow of feminine expression, okay? And it is a story. It is a telling of stories and a sacred movement and way of expressing oneself. And I was given a vision of this girl. I don't remember her channel name, but if I can find it, I'll put it in here. I think she's on Instagram, but she's from South Africa, and she is a belly dance instructor, but she teaches the technique that she learned growing up, I believe, in South Africa, which is very beautiful dance, by the way. And she'll have these parties out where she lives. I think she's out west, like maybe California. And it's only women that attend it. It's a closed event, so there's no recording. Everyone can wear whatever they want to wear, traditional clothes or not. They can wear their saris if they want to wear like head covering or no head covering. There's no, it's just whatever you want to do, okay? But the point is they all get together and dance and express themselves, and it's not sexual. It's expression, it's movement, it's liberation, it's power. It's women channeling power through their own body, okay? And this is a thing with men too, in a different way, okay? Like in Greek culture, so I don't know about South Africa, but in Greek culture, the men will dance too when there's a belly dance. It's not the same movement, it's a different kind of movement, but it is a thing, okay? So this is a technique you could try, whether you identify more with the masculine or the feminine, or just a balanced being altogether, okay? All right, next part of the message. So I pulled 2 unicorns. Unicorns are so special to me. They always represent Christ energy, Christ consciousness, just pure plasma, very high vibrational energy. And the first one that came up was courage. And I want to show you there is a pattern here. So courage, and it says, you are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. So especially during these times ahead, as systems begin crumbling and things are changing and there's radical change going on this year, okay? Remember, what is Spirit saying? You are safe. Set boundaries. Do not let these fears infringe on your personal joy. You do not need to, Spirit's saying to be compassionate and to be empathic and care about humanity does not require that you fall apart. Okay, or that you give up your stability to demonstrate your love. We can demonstrate our love through strength, okay, through belly dance. And this is an ancient thing. I'm going to try to find her channel because she talks about this a lot. She talks about how moving the body to express how you're feeling keeps you healthy, but gives you an outlet. So hopefully this is making sense what I'm trying to say. All right. The other unicorn that came through, which was more like a Pegasus, which is what my guide is a Pegasus when I see them in my dreams. Celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Okay. And look at the moon, and you see the owl. Very symbol of wisdom here. And yeah, there's a couple of owls in here. So for my folks that are always seeing the owls, this could be a card also specifically for you. And the moon, you know, representing that feminine energy. Now this right here, I don't know if you can see her. So I pulled from my goddess deck, okay? And one of the cards that came up, I marked them here, was Freya. And I feel like these two are very connected. See how they're dressed? And this is the goddess of discernment. She says, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a hell yes. Okay? She knows. You see the sun around her, the halo, and the pure light coming from her heart? She knows herself enough to know when something really resonates, okay? The other ones, 2 other goddesses came through, so I want to show them both. One of them I wanted to read a little bit because it was so beautiful. Lakshmi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Lakshmi. Okay. So beautiful. The goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Isn't that powerful? And I just wanted to read a little bit about her. She carries a lotus. She carries a lotus, and I always use the symbol of the lotus. You can see that's a lotus right there. Okay. This symbol is a symbol of the fact that great beauty arises from the dark richness of the earth under any circumstances. The lotus can come into bloom with divine timing. So no matter how a situation may look, understand there is a bigger plan always in play. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Yep. And yeah, they're saying, think of how the lotus grows. It grows in the mud without seeing light. It grows in darkness. 2020, as I said that. It's a different type of sight that we are being called upon to have. We are not being called upon to see with our physical eyes. Let those who have ears hear. That's what Christ said. Let those who have the eyes to see beyond. Okay? Beyond what the physical eyes are seeing. This is what she's talking about. And this is not just about personal abundance. You can take this as a personal message, and it is, but it's a collective thread too. Remember, we're working on the tapestry of life here. So the book goes on to say there are many people with an abundance of money that don't have the personal character, okay, or vision for their life, and many times they feel lost in their life. On the contrary, many people who don't have much financially know exactly who they are and what they want out of life. Okay, so the underlying thread of that card is truly, like it says, abundance is an inside job. It's a state of mind. Okay, and the third one that came up in the goddess deck is the cosmic egg, which is a symbol of Mary Magdalene and the divine feminine. Okay, I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. And that is truly how I felt in this dance. Dancing with the goddess, dancing with Mother Earth, dancing with the children of Earth, dancing for all humanity. As a cosmic womb carrier, as a divine symbol of the egg, I danced for all humanity. I put my prayers, my energy, my love through the ground, through the air, through the water, into all of the garden. Okay? This is something we can do for the people. This is a gentle and easy and peaceful yet fiery way to make a difference. Okay? So 3 more, you guys. I know it's a longer message, but it's important. The mother. Yes, of course, the great mother comes up, right? She loves her children. This one, the animal. And I marked this because I wanted to read something. Okay? And it's really about getting back to the primal self, which I've made several messages about this in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Reawakening our relationship with nature, okay? Me being out there in the garden with the birds, with all the animals, with the wind and everything. It was just so powerful, you guys. And I actually saw the sun start pulsing, and I did record it. I'm going to post that in a second. I did manage to capture it, and it's pretty incredible. When you start moving with nature, it starts moving with you. Okay, I can tell you that. And this is powerful. Okay, so I just want to read this last little quote from this book. It's so beautiful. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under its nails and starlight on its skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take a note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. And that just ran through my bones when I read that. I was like, it's so true. You know, when you get in touch with your primal self, you remember the goddess, you remember all life, and it moves through you, and you become more present in the body, and you are more alive. And in this place is where we make the most impact in the world. So this is the next card. Okay, this is the last card. This one, I want to tell you what Spirit told me about it because it was really good. The mask, okay? A lot of times when we see the mask card, you're thinking, okay, well, I would think taking the mask off and letting the true self come through, which is a powerful message. But when I read about this card, it gives both sides. It said that sometimes when a person puts the mask on, they can become their true self more because they feel a little bit sheltered and protected, and like not everybody knows who they are. And I'm thinking of like, this can show up in anybody's life in different ways. But think about how many people are on TikTok that don't ever show their face because they're scared, but they still show what they're seeing, what they're experiencing, and not showing their face makes them feel like they can show these things. Okay. And so this message is kind of it has duality to it. Okay. Sometimes it's time to let the mask fall off and just let the cards fall, right? Other times the mask may help you feel protected and safe. So what I saw was a vision of, like if you do decide to try this dance suggestion that I'm making for you all, and you put your music on and like whatever you want to wear, I would do something flowy and creative, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to wear. What if you did wear a mask? Okay, like down here in New Orleans, carnival masks are a very common thing, but you could make your own mask. A lot of Native American dance involved different headgear and mask because it took on spiritual meaning. You could actually make one that represents how you feel. Like if you, like the lion message, right? You could do one that looks like a lion, or it doesn't matter, whatever speaks to you. And then see how it changes the way you dance when you feel like no one's watching. Okay? And dedicate your dance to whatever you truly love and whatever you would like to see for humanity. Focusing on what we want right now is so powerful. Okay? So, is there anything else you want to say about this, Spirit? Yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully this message makes sense, but I just want to say that I love all of my friends so much that, yeah, I feel like there's mixed emotions, but overall, something good is coming. That's the feeling. That's what Spirit's telling me. Okay, remember, you are safe. Okay. Yes, and celebration. They're telling me to remind everyone. Okay. And the fact that I could feel that mother-father energy very united. You know, kind of the sky father energy and mother goddess energy collaborating. Yeah. And I'm hearing again, remember. How do you want to say it, Spirit? There are always things unseen. That's why they're saying do not fear. They're saying, yeah, sometimes the whole story is not being shown right now because it's not going to help to show everything yet. But it doesn't mean that things aren't being resolved and handled in favor of all people. Trusting the process. I keep hearing trusting the process. So, yeah, I feel something good is coming, okay? Don't be shaken. Don't be shaken to the core by what seems terrible, okay? Keep going inward. They keep saying it, go inward. And please try my suggestion about dancing with the goddess because I feel it could be so liberating for all who try it and really empowering and could bring you peace, okay? All right, is that it? That's it. I love you guys so much. Let me know. Let me go if you go dance in your garden.